pause it there for a sec. My favorite assist trophy. Too soon, man. Too soon. The next Minecraft stream is Wednesday, yeah. I saw that ain't Minecraft comment. No, I've been wanting to play another Metroidvania, I guess. And Messenger just got a little too sloppy for me. I may come back to the Messenger, but right now I just wanted to kind of play something I feel like I can put a bit more trust into. And I've not played Shovel Knight, so I want to play through this today. There's been a couple of weird things in gaming news today, so you'll hear interspersingly about that. Maybe if I watch Shovel Knight, I won't feel obligated to play it at some point in my gaming career, because it's still on my list. You can, if anything, watching the game will probably make you want to play it more on your own time, you know? Anyways, yeah, it's gonna get started. I actually have the full version of this, so I could play as any of this ragtag team of characters, but I've never played the game, so seems fitting to play as Shovel Knight while playing Shovel Knight. That's good. Enter body swap mode. Before you begin, would you like to swap the bodies of any characters in the main cast? Note you can perform this action at any time. I got no clue what that means. Nah, I'm good. How about the game code I sent you, man? I was on my phone driving home, just fucking in the middle of the road, and I think I know what you're talking about. Were you, did you send me the enter the Gungeon code? If so, I have not redeemed it, but I will. I'll play that. And I thank you. But their travels together ended at the Tower of Fate when a cursed amulet wrought a terrible magic. Gotta pay attention here. When Shovel Knight awoke, the tower was sealed and the Shield Knight was gone. His spirit broken, a grieving Shovel Knight went into a life of solitude. But without champions, the land was seized by a vile power, the Enchantress and her Order of No Quarter. Now the tower is unsealed and the devastation looms. A new adventure is about to begin. Easy. Dig in. I like it. Quick introduction, straight into gameplay. Alright. Seems simple enough. By the way, if you see Michael randomly come in screaming about me playing this game, I'm playing it for him. He's been asking for months. You guys see Valve in the news? I hope not. These days, whenever I see Valve in the news, it's never for a good reason. It's artifact news. I'm gonna slowly get to this, see if anyone knows what I'm talking about. No? Alright. So, Artifact came under some fire in media the last few days because they had a card which was named Crack the Whip. And the text of this card named Crack the Whip was modifies black heroes. And some people started realizing, wow, that's a little that's a little on the nose. So they changed it, and supposedly it was just incidental. Like they just didn't think about it. Alright. Yeah, pretty awkward for Mr. Gabe. Also, what am I doing here? Am I just jumping? No. That's why Valve's in the news today. There's a way to like dig down. I feel like I'm missing something here. Down while jump? Oh, okay, you just angle it. Thanks. At least they didn't include anything about cotton. Yeah. Which is weird, because, like, I don't know, you'd figure Valve's never really had trouble with being not racist. Usually it came pretty easy to them. Just makes you wonder, like, how that got, like, through development. Accident or not. That's all the Valve news, though. Just thought I'd share that. Big yikes. Oh, alright. It's a boss fight. I'll be honest, I was thinking Dark Souls, so you can walk up and talk to the sleeping dragon to join its cult. I was wrong. Probably shouldn't impose games from the 2010s into retro platformer gameplay. Lol, Blizzard being progressive, too progressive, and Valve kind of not. Why? I mean, Valve's problem isn't that they're not progressive enough, it's they've just never really had problems with it. Like, it wasn't on their agenda, you know? They just wanted to make good games. Damn. Oh.
I'm the coolest.
Tremor months FUNKe keep it up, pal. Also, since you just started playing, do you mind restarting and using the night code?
What night code? Can I just play the game right now? Not everything has to be humorous. I can just enjoy the game. I saw someone mention a night code, and I don't follow. I can take a look at that later. Just trying to play.
Great. Thank you.
Sure thing.
Thanks so much.
Just an unfortunate mistake. Shit happens, especially when you don't constantly worry about being inoffensive. Oh, I agree. I don't think it was anything malicious. I think it was just like, I don't know, they just had like a, what would you call it? An attribute called Black Heroes that happened to get into the text of that card. And if not for that, there wouldn't have been any malice in the card name. Because Crack the Whip, although I guess it comes from, like, the days of slavery, it kind of evolved over time to not necessarily mean that. It was just, like, multiple things that led to it, you know? That said, you know, you figure that'd be something that'd get caught, like, in development. Like, that's something where you're like, ah, shit. We're developing and that messed up. Which I guess you could argue it is in development, but I don't know. I'm talking like that's something that gets caught in-house. I'm not sure how to get that diamond. TF2 isn't racist. You can hit a black dude with a whip as a patriotic soldier, and there's nothing wrong with it. Not my joke. I think I got that off of the internet somewhere. Oh, you know what? Thank you. That made it easier. Throwing. Oh. Wonder if we'll ever get a confirmation for Pyro's gender. No. That'd require writing. There's some other stuff in gaming news, but I don't know. The Valve controversy was the forefront for me. Let's see. New word today. plagiarism. They really heavily implied on Spy being Scout's dad in the comics. Yeah, I gotta admit, I'm not really a fan of that plot line of the, TF2 comics. I feel like... Was it canonical that it's... I thought it was like Tom... fucking... what's his name is his dad? It seems forced because from Meet the Spy, there's the scene where he's like fucking his mom. Yeah, Tom Jones. So, if they made Spy canonically his dad, they only really did that as fan fodder for the old Meet the Spy meme. Like, in the actual game, that's an extremely coincidental event, you know? Dragon again. I feel like I'm supposed to deal with this a different way. Like, I'm trying to just spam the bubbles, but I should just jump. They said that the in-game universe and comics are two totally separate worlds. Ah, fuck. Now they're doing Overwatch rules.
In-game is not canonical.
I mean, aside from Respawn, how are you even gonna pull that? That's weak. Alright, I think I figured it out. They're legit fired from their old jobs? No, because that's where MVM comes in. MVM is canonical. And then if you're playing in the PvP, then that's just, like, older in the timeline, you know? It's still canon. Like, when a game gets a sequel, the first one is still canon, it just isn't up to date. Should bounce on the jellies more. What really matters is whether or not you consider the, Robotic Boogaloo comic to be canon. The one where Pyro's a floating head, and NG's like half a robot. It's not canon, but it's not deconfirmed.
I knew you'd show your face sooner or later. The Cerulean coward! Turn back, Shovel Knight. There's nothing here for you anymore. Stand aside, Black Knight. I've no quarrel with you. I must return to the Tower of Fate. Your time away has dulled your senses. Can't you see? This entire valley has been conquered by the Enchantress. And her invincible knights of the Order of No Court to stand between you and the tower. But none of that matters, because anyone after the Enchantress has to go through me.
I like the, Sonic Shadow color palettes here.
Steal thy shovel!
Oh, fuck, he knows how to use his shovel more than I do. Alright. Moneybag. Whoa, dude, is that Reinhardt in his Blackheart skin? It's a stretch of a joke, but I'll allow it. bitch! 2 tries and I'm good. I'll be honest, I didn't know where that came from either. Kinda got into the zone there. But again, I'll take it. Is it a good idea to buy Overwatch at the moment? If you do the Humble Bundle, where you get it for like 12 bucks or whatever. Honestly, yeah. I'd buy Overwatch for 10 bucks. I'd say Overwatch is a $10 game. You get your money's worth. Any more than that and you're pushing it. Oh, like literally okay. I hope that counts.
Halt! No weapons. We have enough to worry about lately without everyone swinging swords around. Oh, that's no weapon, just a shovel. You may enter then. And don't forget, press up to talk to everyone.
Weirdly specific.
Did you know your fishing rod can haul up fairway bags and gems out of your beach? Aye, it's the truth.
Alright, cool. Talkative bunch. When will you stream Battleborn? 2 years ago. And I still choose not to.
Decisions. Should I extend my magic or health? Or just eat the tin can? Why not buy my meal ticket and help narrow my options?
I got other stuff to purchase. I think. Pottage and poultry. Mutton and meat. Your max health will increase if you eat. I gotta find meal tickets. When will you stream Loadout? Man, that just hurts. I miss Loadout. I like that game.
Hail, traveler. I am but a simple bard, but I have a big problem. I've lost all my music sheets. My entire repertoire lays scattered across the land. If you ever find a music sheet, return it to me and I shall reward you handsomely. Whoa! You have 2 music sheets. Magnificent.
Cool. I'm mostly just trying to figure out where to get meal ticks. Change gender of Shield Knight in the menu. Why? Also, how? I don't know how to do that. I'm not really feeling a magic run. I think I'm gonna put it into health. Ooh, even a golden container. Eccentric. Nice. I'm stick with that. Juice Maid. Ah, a new face. Dancers. Acolytes, witches, goats. Everyone's welcome in here.
Oh, that's Spectre Knight. If someone could defeat him, I would bestow upon them my greatest treasure. Oh, woe is me, the king of nothing, not to rule but my lone bar stool. King Knight sits on Pride Moore's throne. That gilded goon, he'll get his soon. Double, treble, soil and shovel. My third eye knows your useless infos. Excavation. The number of dig piles you've dug is 3.
I'm glad to get these stats. Want to say farewell to Season 4 on Wednesday, or just jump right into Season 5? We'll give it a farewell. I think that's only fair. Well, yeah, that's fair. I think I got everything I need, so King Knight it is. Cool. Nice background. That'd be a season of the Minecraft server. I should do the next season on, like, on, phones. Do a mobile season of FUNKcraft. Elongate my, player base. I'm comfortable with my gender, guys. I keep being told to go change it in the options, but I'm good. Thank you. Who do you think the blue team is? What? In what? This in TF2? What do you mean? They're red but bluer. If that's what you mean. Flying rats.
I'm the coolest.
You should play Shovel Knight, it's a pretty fun game.
I don't know. Gotta make up my mind first. Thanks. Loud noise. Oh, okay. It's got moves. Easy. Red stands for Reliable Excavation Demolition. This, Mind of TF2 Trivia ain't quite sapped up yet. Still got a couple of random facts in here. Oh, shit. Fun fact, did you know Lanky Kong was actually supposed to be the 10th class? Some more trivia for you. I bet Funk doesn't even read chat. He just opens our gaming for 30 seconds before the stream, and then talks about that for an hour. You know, sometimes it seems that way. But no. I open Rock, Paper, Shotgun for 30 seconds, and then talk about that on stream for an hour. You're gonna miss something. Not even for 1 minute. That's all I need, 30 seconds. I get my fill. See? I'm no completionist, but I'm doing my work here. One more. What do you think of ye SNL performance? Of mine? I think I'm great. I've always wanted to work with Kyle Mooney. And I'm honored to have gotten the chance. Kanye's? All I saw was images of him and Pump in like the bottle outfits. And then I saw a tweet from, what's his name? Fairly Odd Parents guy that made a really shitty streaming platform. A Fairly Odd Parents meme about it. So I think it was great. Yeah, Butch. Someone told me to break it, so I broke it. Also, what's that thing over there? I'm in. Okay. Hit up. In the village or out in the field, I have all the deals. You're not gonna believe what I just found in this chest. Wanna see? Flare one, conjure blasts. I got money. Alright. Dig it. Epic loot right there. Pump is just high and Yee's voice is off tune when he starts rambling about bottled water. It's perfect. He's a professional troll. He's not a troll, he's a clout chaser. Kanye does stupid stuff because it's just free promotion for his releases. That's all it is. It's not Kanye trying to be like clever or trolling people. It's literally just advertising. Thanks, Melon. Yeah, anytime. I got a bit more hair than Melon, but the opinion's all the same. I feel like Pump isn't in on the joke, which makes— oh yeah, no way. Kanye came to Lil Pump like, hey man, I wanna work with you. You're really great. And Pump just started foaming at the mouth. Because that's the only way he knows how to communicate. What's your opinion on sleepy music? I couldn't even tell you what that's supposed to describe. Sleepy music? Do you mean like drone hip-hop? Because I don't care for drone hip-hop. You mean like lo-fi beats?
I'm the coolest.
Fuck you, I'm Lil Pump and you are dead.
I mean sleepy music. Like, literally, I don't know. Listen to fucking noise rock and Weezer. Supposed to know what sleep music is? Like, things literally, like, what do we talk, like, rainforest sounds? Is that considered sleep music? Is the Radcast considered sleep music? Like, anything that's boring? Not a true Melon fan? I guess not. I don't keep up with fucking everything Fantano. Just like 20% Fantano. Listen to Emergency and I? No. I haven't. The last thing I listened to was the new Pillows album. Cool on Cool Generation. It's more of a soundtrack, but... Actually, no. I listened to Lil Xan's album because I thought, you know what? I'm unfamiliar with this stuff. Let's see what Lil Xan's putting out. I regret that. Does that count as sleepy music? It sounds like he was asleep when he made it. Lil Xan on that album sounded like my brother when he sleep talks in the hotel room when we were kids. I'd like poke him and he'd go... My brother made a better album in his sleep than Lil Xan did. Full concentration here. Do you know the rapper JPEG Mafia? No. Generally, any rapper name you throw by me, the answer will be no. Didn't he get hospitalized for eating too many flaming hot Cheetos? Me IRL. Hello, bird. I'm gonna end you now. (1959 to 1960), the slogan for Pepsi Cola was "The Sociables prefer Pepsi." Well, that explains why I'm a Coke guy.
An interloper is in our midst. Begone from our throne room, knave.
And no more an intruder than you. You aren't even a real king.
Oh, but you're mistaken. The enchantress saw me for my fabulously regal self, and now all bow before me.
You're not but a decadent dandy. Prepare to taste justice. Shovel justice.
Silence!
Ah, jeez. Woo! These are quicker than I thought they'd be. Mega Man X gave me more trouble than this game did on bosses. Which, by the way, Mega Man X11 comes out tomorrow. So, I'll probably play that. Is this a general consensus or just me? This is probably general consensus, but I legitimately just don't know. Do people prefer old school Mega Man, like, art style or X? Because I look at Mega Man 11 and compare it to the X series, and it seems like it's more preferred to the X series. Like, you know, like Sonic had an identity crisis and it went from like cutesy to like, yeah, we're cool, we're for the skater kids. It seemed like that worked for Mega Man, and then they went back on it. They make it all cutesy, and I don't really dig that. I mean, I don't know the gameplay, so that's not really my concern. I'm sure I've heard decent things of 11. But in art style. Looks dated. Just looks... I don't know, it just looks like unappetizing. Like, they came out with a Mega Man cartoon series for kids, and it's just ugly. It's like generic 3D kid show. Like, Mega Man could have a more defined style than that. So I don't know what I'm doing here. I lost all my stuff. When will Weezer make a Rainbow album? I don't know. That would be interesting, though. I wouldn't be against Weezer making some sort of multi-genre album and calling it Rainbow. It's weird, because, like, you'd figure with the whole colored album shtick Weezer does, they would have every album be, like, extremely different. But, for the most part, I don't know. Never really experimented with it. It seems like they're gonna change that with... Like, you could say a Red album was experimental, but it was still kind of Weezer at its core. Just sometimes watered down Weezer. Whereas Black Album is supposed to actually be different. That's assuming it's actually made. I don't think I'm gonna recover anything. I'm just moving forward. I can't take this beating anymore. Pinkerton. Pinkerton. What? Don't fucking bring up the Pinkerton or Blue argument like I've never been asked that shit before. Two different albums. There's not an objectivality to which is better. You can't just objectively say that the Blue Album is a better album even though it's objectively a better album, but you can't just say that out loud. You know? I need a vertical attack. Which do you prefer, White Album or Green? That's not even a fucking question. Like, you're just... You're high, if you're even asking that. Maladroid or Green, I'll take as a question. I would say Maladroid, because Green is primarily composed of hot garbage, with exceptions to like 2 songs. Whereas Maladroit is a collection of great songs that just don't really go together. Like, they don't really form an album. They're just a bunch of like cool B-sides almost. Whereas Green is a coherent album, but it has nothing to show. Like, all of the songs fit together just too well. It's almost like Maladroit is almost like a polar opposite of Green in some regards. Like, Green is completely coherent and, like, everything is connected. And it just comes off as sterile. And then Maladroit is a collection of a bunch of songs that don't really go together. And it's incoherent, but they're all really good songs. Oh, it's a weird place for that album. Last one, Make Believe or Red, No Deluxe. Ooh. The No Deluxe is what makes that question hard. You know, I don't know, I feel like that's sort of a hot opinion, because personally speaking, I feel like I'd go back to Make Believe more. Yeah, I said it. And that's gonna make some people upset, and I understand. But if you take the deluxe editions out of the Red album, all you really have is just an album that doesn't know what it wants to be. You have an album where Cuomo wanted to let the other members try new stuff, but they really didn't, he didn't let them. So, which one was it? Whichever one Brian Bell made. I'm blanking on the name of it. Basically, on the Red album, Cuomo, the singer, let all the other band members, like, sing a song or, like, lead the creation. But he kind of, like, made them choose songs they didn't really care about. Like, Cuomo handpicked them. Brian Wilson made a song called Thought I Knew. Or Brian Bell, not Wilson. And Brian hated that song, that version of it. He didn't like it, but Cuomo made him use that one. He ended up making a different version for his own the relationship. So basically, like, I think if Weezer had really experimented with Red, that would have been a better album. But they tried to, like, sterilize it down. I can't kill that guy. And it suffered. Whereas Make Believe, you know, I liked Peace. I liked Hold Me. I liked Perfect Situation. There's plenty of songs that don't fit together, but work on their own. At least a little bit. But Red, I can't name that many songs that I'm that jazzed about. The Greatest Man That Ever Lived. It's Weezer's Bohemian Rhapsody, but you know, it's no Bohemian Rhapsody. If that makes sense. It's their attempt at Bohemian Rhapsody. And it's a good song, but it's not like revolutionary. Like, I can't even really name that many other songs off of the Red album. There's Troublemaker. That's all I can name. Granted, I haven't listened to the album in a long while, but... And I'm sure if you put it in front of me, I'd recognize them. But just the fact that I can name stuff off of Make Believe and not Red. Angel in the One and Dreamin' are good. Yeah, Angel in the One is a very good. That's the closest thing to a sequel to Only in Dreams as you'll ever get. Dreaming's good, but not enough to carry the album. Pork and Beans is legendary. It's a good song. When's the last time you listened to fucking Pork and Beans, honestly? Ask yourself, like, how often do you listen to that out of their discography? Honestly. Because I haven't listened to it in probably 2-3 years. Yesterday. And that's fair. You're welcome to. But me personally, don't really listen to Pork and Beans that much. I don't really listen to Weezer at all that much these days, but if there's anyone that would remember songs long term, it'd be me. Earlier today. Alright. But how long have you been listening to Pork and Beans? Like, I don't want the guy that just listened to the Red album a week ago be like, well, I still listen to it. Well, of course you still listen to it. What about the guy that listened to it in 2010? When's the last time he listened to it? How could you forget great songs like Everybody Get Dangerous and Cold Dark World? Here's the thing, I actually really digged Everyone Get Dangerous when I first listened to it. But as time passed, I kind of realized, like, this is pretty kind of watered down. I don't know. I feel like there's just a lot about the Red album that feels inauthentic. Like, it didn't come from a place of charm, it was just... You threw a dartboard of subject matter and it landed on those songs, you know? I'll make a song about me fucking taking baseball bats to mailboxes. Cause I'm the kind of guy that'd do that. Me, Rivers Cuomo. And in a couple of years, I'll have Weird Al singing Africa for a music video. Cause that's something I would do. Alright. Are you ready for Spooky Month? Oh yeah, I am. Spooky... Technically it's just Spooky Day, but people treat it as Spooky Month. I'll be picking out some spooky games for this month of streaming. Red album was 10 years ago. Yeah. We need a Legacy Edition. Need to have a Red album reunion tour. I mean, not reunion, but remembrance tour. Pork and Beans feels super real funk. I always felt like it was River saying he doesn't care what people think anymore and he's gonna make what he wants. But here's the thing, the song isn't actually about fans, it's about record labels. That song is because the record label told him to, like, make a poppy, like a song that would hit charts. He made that song for his record label. Which doesn't make it less authentic, but just like, I don't know. Kind of takes away. What am I doing here? Touch the water. If I touch the water, I die. Right? Don't do that. How about that damn Daniel appearance in the white music video? Yeah, why? Because Rivers likes memes. I'll say it, man. Cuomo's a clout chaser. For better or worse. The dude is a 40-year-old in a... The dude is a 30-year-old in a 50-year-old's body. He's not quite 50, but round up. This thing needs to jump. And the sad thing is, when they showed the damn Daniel reference, it was already a dated meme. Like, people had already acknowledged that as dated, and he still did it. Let's talk about some motherfucking Daft Punk. What is there to talk about? They should have released a new album by now, and they haven't. And I'm upset by it. Didn't they have like a... Weren't they like releasing every 3 years or something for a while, and then they just stopped? Which made me sad. Because I got into them right around Random Access Memories. Which I super dug. And I was already familiar with them, but that was really what made me listen through them. Isn't Daft Punk dead? Is it? I wasn't under the assumption they disbanded or anything. When's your album coming out? I'm working on it, man. It's hard when you're working alone. Cash out of your own pocket. And you've only been learning music for a year. It's hard to fucking get it out. But I'm working. I'm talking about Daft Punk here. I hope they come out with something soon. I was really into them. Daft Punk was a big part of my, like, I don't know, teenage angst. Like, Daft Punk was one of the bands I'd listen to detox. Punk's album's gonna be mumble rap. It is. I got a song on there named Young Run. Young with a U. It's gonna be hot. Alright, so I need to figure out how to get over there. I really do not understand this. I need to go from below, I think. But I can't get over there. Where be the Alive tour? Did they do multiple Alive tours? I was assuming there was only like the one in 2007. Like, I'm sure they've done multiple tours, but I wouldn't be expecting another Alive tour. Am I supposed to bring the skull over here? Oh, okay, I get it. I gotta bring it over there. Give me a minute. And I died. When you can collab with Dane? Collab with him all the time. I was on his last mixtape twice. Gotta get him on mine. Now I get the puzzle now, it's just that it went dark, so I couldn't tell what I had to do. Which is part of the puzzle. Just explaining myself. Alright. That works. do a remix of Frontier Justice. I won't lie, that song is a bop. But the remixes may have to wait. I think I can jump into spikes and be fine. Daft Punk made 2 Alive tours, 97, 2007. I was hoping for a 2017 one. Yeah, you know what? That would have been great. A little worried about him. Seems like Daft Punk's been on a hiatus for the last... Because Ram came out in 2013. So it's been a good 5 years now. Almost 6. Hope they come out with something. At the My Hero Academia movie, they actually had one of the Daft Punk... Oh, shit. They showed one of the Daft Punk helmets for, like, a visual gag. And I think I was the only one in the entire theater who got the joke. Because, like... I guess I don't know the names, but it was, like, the silver helmet. While they were talking about, like, technology, and they're like, this'll, like, enhance your quirk or something. And I was like, ha! Whole fucking theater dead silent. I think I'm the only person there that knew Daft Punk. Their names are Daft and Punk. Okay, well I don't know who's who. Those the silver one. Giorgio. I've done that. Daft Punk and weebs don't really intersect. No way, though. Like, weebs are totally the type of people that would listen to Daft Punk. Like, when you think weeb, you think, like, EDM or... like, some sort of, like, electronica music, right? When I think weeb, I think electronica. I think gorillas. And you're gonna tell me that weebs don't listen to Daft Punk.
I'm the
I
coolest.
don't buy it. Thanks, Simi, for gifting to, Tusker. When I think weeb, I think Weezer. No. When I think weeb, I think Pinkerton, but I don't think Weezer. Well, I guess I think old school Weezer, but I don't think Weezer as a band.
I'm the coolest.
Like, I do not think Pacific Daydream when I think Weeaboo. I'm a weeb and I only listen to Naruto OP 16. That's a funny way to spell 21, dude. How's it feel to have terrible taste? Ah. I see how it is. Hot take opinion, all of the Boruto intros, complete garbage compared to Naruto OPs. Indisputable fact. Somehow I made that. There's no way I'm getting those bags, though. Ah, bounced. Isn't this what Weeb's list? It's 10-hour lolly, isn't it? Oh no, it's actual music. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I meant by, like, weebs listen to electronica. This. If weeaboos listen to that, then for damn sure they listen to Daft Punk. Wow, I'm really not liking this darkness level. I mean, this is a level I'd enjoy like halfway into the game, not for the first area. Indie game makes this iconic character in the first level, you don't get to see them at all. Seems counterproductive to me. Do not watch Love Live, no.
This is no place for the living mortal. You shall be summoned when it is your time. And everyone has a time, as we saw with your beloved Shield Knight.
Lies! I won't believe such talk from phantoms. Your very existence is a vile deception.
The Enchantress is just full of surprises. She granted me new life, so that I may take yours!
Cool robe, though. No disrespect on his robe game, it's fresh. Eh. Come back. Use HP. I gotta see if I can beat these bosses in one go. Two goes. And only 2 goes. I played Mega Man X. The first one. That's the only Mega Man I've ever played, but I really liked it. So I'm gonna play 11 when it comes out. Tomorrow. And I'll probably continue the X series afterwards. Beaten. Whew. That timing. Damn, he doesn't give you much to work with. One more hit. Oh no! Ah, we were both 1 hit away. I must recover my 600 beats. My friend thinks Pyro takes more skill than Soldier. What do I do? Replace your friend. That one is not worth having. If it's an unironic opinion, I'm serious. Give him a good 3 or 4 years to mature a bit. Because he ain't gonna get better anytime soon. You know what I learned? Apparently that canceled Silent Hill game from 3 years ago, they were working with Junji Ito to make it. They were gonna have Kojima and Junji Ito working on a Silent Hill game. How fucking cool would that have been? Junji Ito's like the master of horror in Japan. If you know my stream, you've heard of him a few times. Like, damn. How do you fuck that one up, Konami? Come on. That would have been like Junji Ito's first in the gaming industry, too. Like, he generally only does manga. But if that had happened, he would have, like, really gotten some experience in the industry, and we might have even seen more Junji Ito horror games. And that, I would have been all on board for. Cancelled it for a slot machine. I'm pissed, man. I'm pissed every morning because of that fact. Frankly, I wish I had never learned it. Wow, the skelly spawned right under me. Why does Junji Ito sound like some good kush? I don't think that's kush. I think Junji Ito would be more akin to DMT in terms of substance. Or even like black tar heroin. No way out. This is not the run, I can feel it. I felt it. Are you speaking from experience? No, but it doesn't take much to understand what DMT does. I looked up a DMT on YouTube. What is it? I looked up like visual interpretation of a DMT trip, and all the comments were, "Yeah, that's kind of the closest you can get." And based on what I saw, I'd say that's what Junji Ito is. I'm getting worse each time. It's called pressure. It's building up. I've been offered DMT before. I'm just not really looking for that experience. Oh, he's one hit. Yeah! If he had done the throw there, it would have been over. Have you seen that one guy who did some crazy mixture of drugs and passed out for 3 days? Yeah, everyone has an uncle like that. It'd be weird if you haven't seen someone like that. Stream yourself watching a VR DMT simulation. Stream myself bargaining with machine elves. Dude, imagine like taking DMT and then doing a DMT simulation in VR. Just the mix of like mental and visual stimuli.
I'm the coolest.
Gifted subs to Sparky Damon.
I'm the coolest.
HP and Fox. Thanks, chubbiest. You know, you could have done this a day ago so that they could resub for $1, but you know what? I can't be mad. Thank you. I'm glad you chose the fucking day after September to do this. It's gonna keep giving the coolest, so it's gonna have to listen up.
I'm the coolest.
It's still September somewhere in the world. It's not, though. Yikes, spikes! If only I could phase away to safety.
I'm the coolest.
I could cross and get so much treasure. And again, thanks to, fucking A. Thanks to the people it was sub to. Only I could phase over. I cannot. I can't do this yet. Do I need to go back to the town? Fusion Fall stream sooner. I make shitty grilled cheese meme. Fusion Fall Retro, I assume you're referring to? I don't know. I used to play Fusion Fall back in the day. And had a lot of fun, but I don't feel like I would now. Can always try, though. 2 meal tickets. Aw, 2? Come on. Only got 1. I don't have enough for that. Nice. Alright, I dig it. Can we talk about that new Mario Party going back to running around the board? Yeah, good. I'm not sure what they were... I didn't play much Party, but I was aware of them changing the direction of how the game's actually played. Alright. Excessive. Very excessive. Do I have any more music notes for Mr. Bard? Alright, good enough. I'm heading out. Actually, hold on. I think I got enough for something. Don't actually know what I bought, but cool. I think I can use my thing more. Down into the right funk. So he says.
Hey, Shovel Knight, I know things are tough, but don't throw in the trowel.
Okay, thanks.
Psst. Hey, blue guy, you wouldn't believe the merchandise I've got for you today. Why not have a look?
Phase Locket. I shouldn't have spent my money. Granted, I couldn't have afforded it anyways. Alright, I'm gonna have to come back here.
Hello, fish friend. All hail the troubled king.
A vessel for storing ichor. Good to note. That's for later. Small town. Keep cups for healing pots. I'll return to it. Yes, it's my first time playing through this. whoa. Out of the shitty memes, did you ever get the link I sent you in Discord DMs? The link? I'm sure I did. But I used it. Ooh. When are you doing another Funk fan art showcase? I don't know. It's coming pretty slow, so I figured it would make more sense to just, like, add them to the, end stream or something. Just on a, slideshow. Than cutting stream time for what would only be, like, a minute or two. Someday. I want to get this. Well, picked up one bag, lost another. Favorite TF2 short? The Jungle Booty. That heavy item. Those are my favorite shorts. Second, that's a good question. I mean, are we talking meet the character or any? Because obviously expiration date would be number one, but I don't feel like that's a fair answer. If we're just talking like meet the team, I'm gonna go with... probably medic. Probably meet the medic. That or... I'd say meet the medic. I got a soft spot for meet the demo man, though. I feel like that's the most definitive.
Plants in a boat with your heads full of eyeballs!
I'll say that on a day-to-day basis, for no reason in particular. Just like saying it.
One crosswire, one wayward pinch of potassium chloride.
I can't remember the rest. Also, that's that part where he's like jumping through the door. Memorable. Are you gonna make Scream Fortress videos? No. I haven't made a Scream... I haven't made a Scream Fortress video in 2 years. That wasn't worth it. Yeah, I mean, I may stream it and something will end up on FUNKe, but I'm not, like, planning anything. Oh yeah, apparently they announced Junkenstein's Revenge for Overwatch, and I think they're finally fucking making a new map for it, instead of just re-releasing Junkenstein with no changes at all. Which, I still don't understand how that happened. They're a multi-million, probably even billion-dollar game developer, and their brand new game Overwatch is out, for its like second year of holiday events, and they don't make new content for it. That's something I expect from TF2, not Overwatch. And we still don't know how much new content there will be. We know there's going to be items, and there's going to be a Junkenstein version of a FFA, whatever that fucking map is, the Chateau or whatever. Reaper's Mansion. I'm just glad it's getting something new this year. Got some spooky custom maps on my server whenever you're ready. Alright. That'll, set them in rotation whenever I do the next TF2 stream. Which, I don't know. Will probably be, like, for Halloween. Reapers, it's widows in it, isn't it? I don't know. Does Overwatch look like a game that has lore I give shit about? You'd be mistaken. I can't believe they use "you guys are meanie heads" as an excuse for a lack of content. Literally children developing a multi-million-dollar game. Multi-million-dollar esport, no less. It's almost like they don't know what they want the game to be, and they're trying to please everyone, but there's no way. There's no way that could be true. It's almost like they're pretending they know what they're doing. Alright, I actually landed on it there, so just saying. Yeah, I didn't think that through. Fun fact, on the Overwatch forum, people were complaining about Mercy so much, they made a mega thread for people to talk about Mercy changes, and the developers have not posted in it for almost a year. None of them have even really looked in the thread. So they basically made a Mercy discussion thread.
Thanks so much.
Just so they didn't have to pay attention to all of the posts anymore. It's like when I made the junkyard in my Discord, so people would shit post there and not in the rest of the Discord. They literally did that, but with Mercy. Didn't want to burn. They're going to increase Torbjorn's attack speed and damage. They also make it so his ultimate's now an ability similar to Mercy's. And he will deploy turrets at level 2. Oh, I know. I played the PTR. I know what they're doing. They're getting rid of the specialist balance of the game, which is what the whole game was balanced around, which makes you wonder what their plan is. And then you realize, oh, they don't have a plan at all. I don't need to go this way. Why am I going this way? What the fuck do they want from Overwatch? We just want it to be alive. It's not about what they want. They want whatever will keep the game going. And right now they're clinging on to esports. Even though the game wasn't fundamentally built to be an esport, which is why you see so much unbalance in the game. Because from its core, it was not fundamentally made with esports in mind. It was made because they wanted it to be fun and easy. They wanted it to be fun to anyone that played it, even if you weren't good. And you know how you make a game fun even when you're not good? You dumb it down. What happens when you dumb it down? It's not a good esport. Wasn't the whole point to be a good esport? No. They said on record that when they were developing the game, they didn't even consider making it an esport. That was not even, like, thought about until late in development. Like, I don't think they didn't even release competitive until after the game came out. It was like a month or two later, they added competitive mode. Which you could argue maybe that was just so that they could balance the game first, but wouldn't you want a competitive mode for balancing the game? Like, you want a mode where people would play it competitively? Doesn't that make more sense? Which makes you conclude that, oh, when the game was created, they weren't thinking of making it an esport. It's just that they saw esports were growing so much at the time of its release that they're like, you know what, we'll jump in on that. And here we are 2 years later, and they're reaping what they sow. I don't know how to get that. I think I gotta go above. God. Fuck. Funk, do a funny Scottish accent.
No Iron Blue! You're telling me they don't talk Iron Blue here? What are you making me? You're gonna go to Iron Blue? I have to come out here. I'll be speaking to your manager. I'll take him in a fist fight.
All I know about Scottish accents is that they talk fast. Not fast enough. Well, I can't think that fast. I talk slow and predictable. Fast voices don't fit me well. Took long enough. Yes, I brute forced my way through that. It wasn't worth the time. You think Overwatch, like, 2 or 3 years from now, you're just gonna spawn and get stunned? Like, they'll add a hero that doesn't even have to be in line of sight to stun enemies. They just have an ability that stuns everyone on the field, even in spawn. And people are gonna complain it's OP, so they're just gonna make it so it takes 2 extra seconds to get it. I'm calling it now. In the next 2 years, there's going to be a game mode in Overwatch where you just join the server, and it either says victory or defeat. Complete RNG, it just says either victory or defeat. And you get SR or lose SR. Based on what team you're on. They're going to turn that coin flip from old season competitive into its own game mode. And that's just the whole game mode. Honestly, if I was Blizzard, I would make that for April Fools. It would get a good laugh. What was the point when Overwatch started going bad? That implies there was a point where it started going good. And then turned bad. Overwatch? I don't know. It's sort of like inclines and declines. Ups and downs. There really isn't a definitive point of where it started being bad. It's just... It started flawed and they never fixed what was flawed. I would say most people kind of got to the point of like, alright, there's nothing left here. I don't know, a few months after they fixed coin flip. Like, maybe like 6 months past that. Because it's been a while. How long was coin flip in the game? A good like 2-3 seasons? Then for 1 season there was no coin flip. And it was like, alright, but then... Ever since then, it's kind of just been Stun City. I don't know, if I had to pinpoint a point, I'd probably say around, like, Moira's inclusion. I think Brigida was probably way more impactful than Moira was, but just in general, like, time-wise, around Moira was where people kind of started... It was way earlier. Oh no, don't get me wrong. I just mean, at least for me, that was around the time. Like, when Sombra came out, I wasn't too bothered. When Doomfist came out at first, he wasn't a big problem when he first came out. Though with time, he proved to be one. Actually, you know what? No, he was a big problem when he first came out because of that fucking stun thing. So no, I'd say around Doomfist actually is where the game really started hitting some problems. It's been so long, I like forgot about all the shit Doomfist went through. TF2 needs better FPS and cleaner HUD. Oh, buddy, no, that is the... Those are the least of TF2's problems. It needs developer support, it doesn't need a fucking better HUD.
Leave me alone! Show yourself, Plague Knight. Your trickery will not stop me. Trickery? The fruits of my research are no mere trick. Boom! Now let's have a lesson, shall we? I promise. It will be enlightening.
Fuck, my jump didn't work because I was shooting. Man, every other boss I at least got a couple hits in. Didn't they do a big ban wave at some point and it was realized that 80k constant was actually only 20k? So they manually banned a ton of bots alongside like automated bans, and the player base for TF2 went down from an average of 60-ish k down to like 20k. And to most like educated people, to people in the fucking know, it was kind of already expected that the real numbers were somewhere around that, but that was kind of confirmation. Also, keep in mind, that wasn't all of the bots. There's still bots in TF2. So we're now averaging 20k, and there's probably still a couple thousand bots in the game. Brute Force. Kinda sad I don't even expect any new hats, taunts, or community maps to be added in the new Scream Fortress patch. Yeah, they're gonna add a community case and it's gonna have like 10 items and half of them are gonna be for the Scout and Soldier. Calling it now. They're gonna mostly be for like Scout and Pyro and maybe Soldier. And then there's gonna be like some contracts that are reused. If even. I'm surprised Funk can talk and focus at the same time. The weird thing is, I feel like I've just gotten good at focusing and talking on stream, but if I'm not streaming, I can't do it. Like, there are some videos I was trying to record for Batum that is just like commentary style like I used to do, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't sit in front and just talk. Like, if I'm playing a game and talking, it's easier for me to focus. And don't get me wrong, I still have shitty focus while streaming, but like, there's something about it that just makes it easier, I guess. Like, I had to go write out a script. It was just easier to focus. Troubled friend, have you lost your way?
Bought the best gear, the slickest armor, the strongest rope.
Pardon? Are you in need of help?
Those stuck-up order of no-quarter clowns have no idea they're missing. Hey, you look like a knight.
Shovel Knight, at your service. But I'm not in league with—
So I heard that if you beat a knight, you get to take their title, right?
Please, don't do something you regret. I don't want to—
The Great Bass Knight. Like the sound of that, they'll have no choice but to accept me now. Come on, let's do this!
Ow, my throat. I shouldn't be doing that right off of my cold. Oh, damn, he's got a rope. Oh yeah, that ain't it. Scripts are a good way to go since you can get your thoughts down ahead of time. Well, yeah, I'd agree with that. I should fight him again. Crack the whip. Too soon, man. Will you play Artifact? I don't know. It's like, it's gonna be a paid game, and I kinda don't want to buy it. But at the same time, if it's a good game, I want to see what it has to offer. A link. Fitting. But I lost. Rip Telltale. Again, they kind of did it to themselves. Instead of, I don't know, instead of trying new things, they oversaturated their own genres and kind of killed their own marketing. Like, hey, you like our games? All right, play more of the same. Here's more Minecraft Adventure. And the 100th version of Walking Dead. What's that? You want more Poker Night? What's that? You want any variation in the point-and-click genre? No. Here's more Telltale. That's all we have to offer, really. And I don't think that was a developer problem either. I think that was probably executives making the developers work on stuff they deemed profitable rather than letting the developers stretch their legs. Not that I know what transpired but I know how it ended. Ouch. Telltale Games have, like, any advertising aside
Great.
from
Thank
trailers
you.
on IGN and YouTube?
Thanks so much.
If there was, I can't say I saw it. You planning on only playing Shovel Knight? I got a little, like, itch.io game called I'm Still Here that I want to play. Though it probably won't be a long game. I just kind of wanted to look at some, like, smaller indie games throughout the week. Mostly just Shovel Knight, though. For another 30 minutes or so. Smaller indie. Oh, I'm not referring to Shovel Knight. I'm referring to the other one. Shovel Knight is the definition of indie game. Nice. .2D Minecraft? You could have just called it Metroidvania Terraria. That would have made more sense of a joke. This must hurt. That bug looks like a Heracross. You know what the biggest shock to me was of my childhood? You know the Pokemon Heracross? I never realized it had a little head. I thought it had a, like... Hold on. Heracross Pokemon. I went my whole life not realizing this. I thought the big, like, back part of its body, like the big half a circle, was its head. Because I watched Pokemon on a really small, like, TV, and I couldn't tell the lines of his head. So one day I learned that it was like, it's got like a tiny head. It was the most fucking mind-blowing thing I had ever seen. I just thought it was the mouth. No, that's the head. Yeah, see, I'm not the only one. The other people fucking, like, never realized that. Okay, I'll repeat it. That whole thing is his head. That's not like a mouth with, like, lines. Like, you can look up a picture of it from the side or something, and you'll see. I'll try to catch, like, a side head comparison. See? Like, look, it's like, that's the head right there. It's not like the entire body part. That's fucking weird, right? Like, I went my whole life without realizing that shit. It's just, and once you see it, it's just like you can't unsee it. Yeah, I can't find like a better image, but that's what I mean. But the reason I didn't notice is because, like, when I like, this is what the TV show looked like, right? Like, really low quality. Ignore the meme, but you couldn't tell where the head was. This is all I saw when I was a kid. So it was just like, it was just a shock to me is all. I'm glad I'm not the only one that went through that revelation. Because that ruined my childhood right there. That ruined my childhood. I didn't realize, like, I I thought I was the only person that went through that. Like, I thought everyone else saw it normally, and I was just wrong all these years. Oh, another thing? In the Pokemon dub, they call Larvitar Larvatar. There's an I in it. And they call it Larvae. Like it's AE. I mean, that's not, like, that's all over the dub. They miss-say hundreds upon hundreds of Pokemon names for really no reason. I think they call Raikou Raikou. I think Raikou is the right way, but I called it Raikou while I was a kid, and I can't say it any other way. You're saying it correct? Good. Because it pissed me off when they said it wrong. One of my high school teachers was dating the US voice actor for Ash. Man, a cool teacher. You seem to read a lot of horror manga. Ever thought of making one? Because I'd genuinely be interested. I don't have the artistic capability to make a horror manga. Though, if I had the ability, I'm sure I would have by now. Damn, you know, you just reminded me, I still need to get that Captain Underpants comic from my grandma. I was busy moving away and I never ended up getting it. And now it's a further drive. Ah. You could be the writer and hire an artist. I could, but that'd be a lot of work for something that probably wouldn't pay off for the time. Also, I feel like anyone capable of drawing manga would probably just want to make their own. Just taking stuff from the elderly. Yeah. Nope. You'd be surprised how much money motivates people. Okay, but if it takes that much money to motivate someone to draw my manga, maybe I could put that money somewhere better than manga. Like towards rent, for instance. How do I get this over there? I need to jump on that moving platform, then hit it to the left. Or something like that. Problem with hiring someone is they'll never truly get your vision. That too. I used to be good friends with an aspiring mangaka, YouTuber named Einstein. I used to talk to him a lot back in the day, and he said he really wanted to become a mangaka. Oh, I can just walk past it. I haven't kept up with him, but I know he stopped doing his YouTube to focus on that. I'm curious how well he's doing now. What the fuck, Einstein 2012 called? Yeah. So I need to hit onto there, then hit another. No. Oh. Too late. Wasn't Funk friends with Einshine's sister at one point? What? There was some girl that he'd hang out with that she'd usually like be in the Skype call or something, but I don't know if that was his sister. Jan AFK isn't his sister. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Uh-oh. Let's try to get up there. What happened to Voltroid? In college? Busy? Just don't really play video games. When are we getting a Weezer parody? As soon as I stop getting asked. Cancel the dive? Okay. When are we getting an Ozma parody? As soon as I can get a rip of one of their instrumentals. Or as soon as I perfect learning one of their tabs. And it's hard, because not that many people have transposed it, so I have to do it myself. Wow, I perfectly timed the fall, but I was just... didn't turn green. When are we getting a Painkiller parody? Why would I make a parody of 3 Days Grace when it's already perfect? Can I download the Patoon outro? With the Good Life cover? I mean... like, are you asking for a download, or are you asking if you can rip it from a video? Because I can't control what you do. Do what you want. You want to download? Oh. I mean, I got the file. I kind of was just meaning to get around to making a full version, but... well, it's hard to be happy with my work, so I never finished. Cancel the dive. I don't know how to do that. Oh, you meant for there. Ah! That's why that's there. I've never played this before. Should probably add blind run to the name of the next stream. Don't get yelled at for not knowing what to do. So much for that. Can't get the loot. Oh, fuck. Well, no checkpoint now. Can't fuck this up. One fuck up and I'm gonna start again. No. Nah, come on. I accidentally dug down. Don't casually attack. I didn't mean to. Valve has stated that they're working on games again. And you know what? Honestly, I kind of believe them. It just doesn't make it okay. They've been so nonchalant about quitting. Whoops. I think they're actually working on new games. I think they've been working on new games for the past decade. It's just that nothing came to fruition. Valve has this tendency where they'll start development, and if they just stop feeling like it, they'll stop working on it. Half-Life 3 actually was in development multiple times, but they got bored and started working on other stuff. I think the same reigns true to plenty of other Valve titles. I'm sure they worked on and gave up on a bunch. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I recall some, like, space game coming out. Or there was, like, this space game Valve was working on, and a couple of assets got leaked, and they confirmed it was from, like, a canceled game. In fact, let me look this up to see if I can find Valley of the Kings. I know what you're referring to, but is that what I'm thinking of? Because there were these assets of a spaceship in a girl's face. Let me see, Valve canceled space game. Rumor Valve's new IP leaks titled Stars of Barathum. Yeah, there's nothing like concrete. Ricochet 2? You wish. Yeah, I can't find anything. This came up from Valve's canceled untitled fantasy game. This image, which I remember. I don't remember much about this, but I guess this was they were working on something. So this is leftover artwork. Looks cool. Yeah, I mean anything Valve used to be working on looked cool. It's just like never gonna be made. So what does it matter if it looked cool? I'm still of the opinion that if Valve makes another big game, it's gonna be a VR flagship. And the reason we haven't seen another big game is because they haven't. The technology isn't there for them to make what they want to yet. So, we'll get another big Valve game when VR is ready. So even if they have a new game, like, finished, I doubt it'll even be released until VR is commercially viable. Like, we're talking they can sell the Vive for sub 500 or, like, maybe 500 max. Like, something that can compete with consoles, essentially. And you know, Rift is kind of there. I think they sell Rifts now for like 600, 700. I got mine for like 350, but that was for a sale. But when they get to that point where like it's good technology, that's when you'll see another Valve game. Streamer deals. Yeah, anyone could do it. I just went to Best Buy and bought one.
These ruins belong to the ages, Mole Knight. They're mine now, but more importantly, is that your digging implement? I'm astonished you made it 10 feet down with that rusty trinket. I'll bury you.
You'll consume me. Okay, can't touch that. Using fire against fire boss? What else can I do? Not use fire? Which do you guys think will come first? Elon Musk putting people on Mars or Valve releasing a game? Place your bets. Mine's on Musk. Muskrat. Damn, this boss is something else.
I'm the coolest.
Thanks. Woo. Thought I got that one. Thanks, Clones. Artifact releases this year, so Valve game? No. No one counts Artifact as a new Valve game, so don't even, like, use that against me. Like, obviously I'm referring to not Artifact. Oh, I hit him. Two more hits. I think 4 more hits. Yeah. How have you avoided Artifact? It's everywhere. Is it really? I don't feel like I've seen that much Artifact. Like, the only time I've seen Artifact news is when I've gone out of my way. Like, same with that Crack the Whip whole thing. Even that, I had to go out of my way and look up news for it. This guy in chat who's never heard of Artifact. I'm envious. Nice, nice. I think I'll do like one more world. I'll go play the next game. Blocked. Don't get easier. Why don't you use bounce? Because I don't know how to efficiently use bounce, probably. And he still blocks me off, so I still gotta fight him. Give Baz the controller. Is that a reference? Because I don't get it. I was one hit away too. He's on me. Oh, that works. Trying to find footage of the pyro sitting taunt and immediately sent me to an unused taunt video you made, which I didn't even know existed, but, like, can I use that part as footage since I don't think the taunt exists in SFM? Yeah, you're welcome to. I feel like the files are probably out there for you to get better footage, but you're welcome to use that. Yeah, that old unused taunt video is probably the first time I ever got, like, a popular video. That's like one of those times where you like just see an old video and realize it's someone you know. Like if you've ever seen like that old like unused TF2 taunts video that just has text and like a gray background, that was me. I made that. I can't go down here. Ah shit. Not a video expected. Well, back then I didn't make commentaries. That was just a video that I made. People fucking, by the way, in that unused taunts, they called me a liar because I said there was a rock, paper, scissors taunt, but I didn't have footage because it was removed. And people are like, you're fucking out the ass, bro. Who's out the ass now? Gamer John 28? FUNKe was one of the reasons I started in SFM. That's crazy, man. I've never completed an SFM project. FUNKe TV is the closest thing I've ever done to a full video in SFM. And even that, I cut so many corners for. When I was like younger, my mom figured that I would go into animation as like a job because that's all I did. But I knew even when I was animating, I was just like, I don't want to do this. I'm just doing this because I need it. Because it helps me. Although there was a time where it was like my main hobby, so I guess it was considered. I'm just not good at slave labor work. I don't know, I know this is a hot opinion, but I never really was a fan of doing slave work. Maybe that's just me. Like, tedious over and over, frame by frame. Slave labor type stuff. But here you are dancing for us now. Yeah, but I'm playing someone else's game. I ain't the one that had to animate Shovel Knight. Hard to be fully motivated to finish a long animation. I think as I've gotten older, my self-discipline is much better, but it's more about ambition. Like, my ambition doesn't lie in animation anymore, you know? Like, if I'm gonna spend that much time on something, it's gonna be music or a video. Or like a stream gag. It's not gonna be like an animation. Unless the animation benefits, like, my work, like FUNKe TV does. I've always wanted to use SFM to create, like, demos of games, though. Like, because I don't know how to code games, but I do know how to animate. Like in the, what was it, the Diverse Complexities video, where it looks like in TF2. That'd be the closest thing I'd use SFM for work. Because I got, like, game ideas. Your stream title makes me want to die? What? It just says Shovel Knight. Any words on the anime industry as of today? I think it's oversaturated with crap, as with any other media industry. uninspired crap. But it's also, that also means it has more of the good stuff than it used to. There's more good studios in the industry now than there were, you know, like a decade ago, I guess. You take the bad with the good. Like if you look on Crunchyroll or something, there's just hundreds upon hundreds of like weeby. Oh no, I'm in a video game and my big titty goth GF is the dungeon master. What'll I do? Hijinks ensue, and that's like the whole anime. There's like way too many of those. But there's also more good ones. GG. What do you think is the worst this season? I don't follow animes by season. I literally just find animes I want to watch. I'm not into the whole seasonal anime thing. The closest thing was Silver Spoon was in season, and that was made by the person that created Full Metal Alchemist, but I wasn't a fan of that, or I wasn't a fan of Silver Spoon, that is. So I didn't finish it, and I just don't follow seasonal anymore. The only one that finds anime sort of daunting to get into. There's so many varying quality. Yes. It's like, I don't know. Anime's weird because there's a lot of cliches throughout it that I don't personally care about, but I also really like anime as a medium. Because there's not very many animated shows with the same level of, like, linear story and visual quality as anime, right? All you get is, like, movies in the West. Otherwise, they're kid shows that can't really go full circle. Like, they can't really cover the same stuff. That means there's really only a handful of animes that you can, like, anyone can pick up. A lot of animes you kind of have to be an anime junkie to like. But I don't understand why that's a bad thing. It's okay to just like a few anime. You don't have to be, like, you don't have to be a weeb. You can just be like, oh, I like these anime, but I don't really watch anime. Fuck. Where do you watch JoJo? It's on Crunchyroll, but I wouldn't really recommend supporting Crunchyroll because they are pretty shady. I don't know where else to find it. I'm sure there are websites where you can watch it. Wherever those websites are. Hulu? That's a good joke. What I've always thought would be a really good streaming service was a website where you could like buy merchandise from a show and it would unlock the entire show for free viewing without ads. Because if you buy like a $15 plush or something, you've given them more money than they would ever have gotten from you through advertising. So why not start a service where you can buy merchandise from shows in order to unlock a streaming service for them? I feel like that's an untapped streaming model. Then you just have to split that between the merch creator and the showrunners. And maybe, like, the business runner of that website. Not even maybe, you'd have to. Crunchyroll just has a bunch of shady business practices. They've used a lot of ripped subtitles from like illegal services, or like from bootlegs and shit. Like they didn't get permission. They've put a lot of money into their own products that no one was really asking for. Instead of making their own service better, Or like updating their HTML player to 5 so it's actually fucking decent. I think they use Java or something. I can't afford that. Basically, they're just not... They use Flash. Oh god, that's even worse. Yeah, they use Flash, and it's like a really shitty video player. There's literally an extension for Chrome that turns it to HTML5, which is much easier and better. So basically they're just like not a very good website overall. Alright. What about those self-made anime? You mean that anime full of self-inserts and... I don't know, it just doesn't look that good. It just doesn't look like a good anime. Like, you can talk all you want about it trying to promote feminism in a really, like, wish-washy, I don't know, like, self-aggrandizing way. Like, look at us, we're better than other anime. Alright, because you have female protagonists, yeah. It just doesn't look unique. 4 girls go to a school. Yeah, I've never seen an anime like that, Little Witch Academia. I've never seen anything like that. You're literally the first anime to ever have female protagonists. You're the first one. No one's ever done it before you. Ouch. They have Little Witch Academia. I haven't watched yet because it's on Netflix. Little Witch, the series is okay. I'll be honest, didn't really jive with me. It's a little too non-sequential for my tastes. It's like a Saturday morning anime. I was hoping for more sequential from Trigger. Trigger's one of my favorite anime studios, and Little Witch, wasn't bad. It was just like, yeah, it's like Saturday morning cartoon. That's all. Damn. Space Patrol Luluco? It sounds familiar, but no. Is that the one? It's sort of like the Inferno copy thing about the girl working for Space Patrol. And they go to planets of Trigger. Because I saw that during a panel. I still want to watch that, but I have not seen it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Again, I still wouldn't consider myself a weeb. For the amount I talk about anime, I don't think it's that much above the average person. I think it's just that I can kind of articulate my thoughts more. That sounds self-aggrandizing. I'm just capable of explaining my love for anime. Unlike these casuals. I don't watch that much. I probably know more than the average person about anime, though, I guess. It's just, I'm not like the kind of guy that's always like, I gotta find the next anime to watch. It's more like, if I just see something cool, I'll watch it. No, I've not watched Kino's Journey. Oh. Favorite anime artist? I don't know. I would say my favorite type of art style would be like Trigger, because they have really good fluidity to their action scenes. But I couldn't name like a specific artist. I don't know the industry like that. Araki? I wouldn't really even name Araki though. Like, Araki probably has some of my favorite character designs, but I wouldn't say like, I don't know, I don't feel like I consider that when I think artist. Because when you're talking about anime, you're talking about like drawing it, like storyboarding anime, right? And Araki is the source material, but someone else was the one that like decides how fluid the animation is in the episode. Seen David Productions' new anime about cells? Yeah, I saw a trailer, but I have not seen much of it. I saw the announcement for Dr. Stone, and I want to see that. I heard that's really good. It's like an anime where humanity was basically, I don't know, they were like frozen in stone for 3,000 years and they come out of it. And it's about these people trying to like rebuild society. And it's really kind of science-y based, I think. Pillarmen? Yeah, you could compare it to that scenario, but no. Pillarmen round 2.
My gems, my vessel, my ocean. Your very presence tarnishes.
You are to lay claim to the sea itself? Your greed knows no bounds, Treasure Knight.
Your hands are no less dirty. Even now, others are paying for your avarice. Let us duel, winner take all.
Water. I'll use fire underwater. Oh, I'm about to lose this shit. Can the Pillarmen swim? I'm pretty sure. They're not like Sonic. Y'all want y'all weebs in the audience want a hard-to-swallow pill? Araki is an overrated writer. JoJo's one of my favorite animes, but Araki is probably the master of I forgot syndrome. He's the master of, oh, I wrote this in, even, like, I never, this thing that I never mentioned for 5 parts? Yeah, that's a concept now. Cough, cough, part 6! He's the master of ass pulls. He's terrible. He's fucking terrible at ending parts. Try and argue with me. Name one ending to a JoJo part that you were comfortable with. I'm not saying you can't name one. I'm saying you can only name one. You can't name more than one. And again, JoJo's one of my favorite animes, but goddamn if Araki does not, like, have any foresight when writing. Ending of part 2 I really liked. Part 2 ending was great. I think that provided good closure. Plus the way they set it up for part 3, it's transitioned really well. Whereas, you know, a part, like, I won't spoil anything, but like, part 5 or something, really abrupt. You never really hear much about what happened afterwards. Just no closure. Araki's terrible at closure. How many stands got written out of the plot because he couldn't balance them? How many ass pulls did he create just to make the story work? How many characters had abilities that they just fucking never used? How many of them had great abilities that never got properly used? How many characters were unredeemable, but then Araki decided, I like them, I'm gonna make them a protagonist, despite all of the completely fucked up things they did. You couldn't count it on your fingers. Let's see if I can beat this guy. Like who? Okuyatsu. Great ability, never used it to any decent capacity. Jotaro's ability at the end of part 3, complete fucking ass pull. Pretty much all of the characters in part 3 had abilities they just never used. Namely, Kakuin, I don't think he ever fucking hit anyone with his stand. I don't think he ever did anything. He had the ability to take over people's body. Never fucking used that again. Polnareff, ability to turn his stand into 8 parts. Never fucking used that shit again. Every fucking stand in that. Even like, Joseph hardly used his stand correctly. What was the thing where he had to, like, fucking smash a $2,000 camera every time he wanted to use his stand? But then Araki was like, wait, that's fucking stupid. Alright, now we can pretty much use it anywhere. You can use it in the fucking sand. Yeah, good right. Why does no one ever talk about Haman only stands? When I started watching, I had no idea. Because Araki's a fucking mediocre writer. He introduced Haman, decided that shit's boring, I don't have anything else to do with it. It's just gonna be this now. Which, by the way, Dio is a vampire. Part 3, they're fighting Dio. If only we had something specifically created to kill vampires. Oh well, we'll just use our stands. If only Dio had an ability that pretty much fucking one-shot anyone from his eyeballs. He's never gonna use that again. For long range. His stand has a limit in how far. His fucking laser beam eyes have no limit. But he's not gonna use that because why bother? I'm gonna take a break from Shovel Knight now so I can go play I'm Still Here, which is gonna be a short game, but I just wanted to try it. I'll be continuing Shovel Knight. But I wanna try this other short little game. Is it a good game though? I don't know. It could be awful for all I know. Temper your expectations. I'll BRB like a minute and a half. I need to go get some water actually. But I'll be back with this. Send me the file. You're gonna have to wait. Hold on. I'm gonna pick like I'll pick a weeb song. It's only fitting. Yeah, BRB. That song is called I Don't Think I Can by The Pillows. Oh no, wait. It's I Do Think I Can. So this is I'm Still Here again. I got no idea. This game could suck ass for all I know. It's just like it's an itch.io game. Kind of one of those little indie games. Hold on. Need sound. Is it spooky? Supposedly somewhat. Finally moving into my new place, a new chance to start life. The landlord seemed a little weird about this place, but I don't have time to worry about that. I need to finish putting those books away. Oh yeah. High priority. Bookage gotta be put up. The music doesn't really fit. I'll give it a minute. Maybe. I've not played anything of this. I just made sure it works. This is gonna be some high tenacity gameplay. I'm gonna give it a bit of a speed run here. As you can see, there's a little laptop right here, too. Why don't my parents want to talk to me? You should try calling your parents to make sure they aren't dead. It's a little fucked up. It's a little... Alright, I'm gonna go back to stacking books instead of calling my parents. This is too relatable after having moved out. What the heck? Why are my books moving? I need to figure out what's going on. I should ask the internet for help. I have a problem with stuff moving by itself. Sounds like some voodoo stuff to me. You should get a witch doctor or something. That's not helpful. Oh. Yeah, definitely ghosts. I should ask the internet how to get rid of these ghosts. How do I print screen using a Mac? Command-Shift-4. How do I keep things from moving, know if I'm being haunted, get rid of a ghost? How do I know if I'm being haunted? Things move around on their own, creepy voices, lights don't work right. The lights are lights don't work, but there's no creepy voices, so it's not that. How do I keep things from moving? You should probably declutter your life and find a spot for everything you have. Alright, therapy. I read in a book once that ghosts don't like it if you mess with the light switch. Yeah, I think that's the opposite of what ghosts want, but... Very low FOV game. Oh, it's back still. Give it a couple more. Alright. Internet, it's not helping. It landed. How do I delete my internet history? You can't delete it, dude. You gotta destroy the laptop. I would if I could. I don't think I can destroy my laptop, though. That's unfortunate. Alright. Any other light switches I can mess with? Because it doesn't seem like it's doing anything. A laptop is the ghost. I think you may be onto something. Man, I got a lot of boxes around. Oh, books are gone? Wait, they're completely gone. Wait, now I have no books. I don't have a TV or literature now. I'm gonna go insane. Well, they're gone. I can't tell if the game's broken now or if I beat it. No, I think it's broken. I got stuck in the wall. How to pray to Jesus. Why don't the ghosts in my house like me? You should try being an annoying jerk back so they know how it feels. Throw your books away. Reading is for nerds. You got ghosts, bro. You need to perform an exorcism. Why don't my bathroom lights work? Check your breaker wires. One might be loose. I have some voodoo stuff going on. Sounds like when my grandma had spirits messing with her. If you can get their attention, you can ask them to stop. Alright. Where are my breakers? My grandma believes in ghosts. She thinks her two-person house is haunted. Mostly oh, the books are outside. Alright. I don't think that's right. My grandma will take her laundry from downstairs in the washer, put it upstairs, then forget about it, and then call saying that a ghost moved her laundry upstairs. And I don't really have the heart to tell her that she just fucking forgot. Put them in the box again, alright? I don't even need a bookshelf. The ghosts just want to read. They just want to read. Alright, well, I was told to mess with the light switch, but it's not really doing anything. Cut that out, dude. Who said that? Get out of my house. No way. This is my house. Stop being such a jerk. This is my house now. You must be dead. Oh, wow. This is heavy. My spirit must be stuck here because my body still needs to be put to rest. That makes sense to me. Will you help find my body then? Sure, if it'll get you to leave me alone. I'll find your body and put you to rest. Okay. Hey, that's me. You found me. So that's how I died. Wow, this is heavy. Well, can you help me move on so I can stop haunting this place? It's a, goldfish? I'll finally put you to rest, little buddy. Can I get some F's in chat for the ghosts, guys? Don't be disrespectful. I'm free. Rest in peace, little buddy. I'll always remember you. I can still see him in the wash. You go on to have a peaceful night and live comfortably in your new apartment. But you can never shake the memory of your little friend. You occasionally take a peek in the toilet and dream of finding them there again. But all you find in the bowl is emptiness. Occasionally there is a turd if you forget to flush earlier. The end. Wow. Heavy stuff. I'm glad I took time out of my day for this. Okay. That was I'm Still Here. Short, but I guess sweet. I wasn't sure how long it was, so in the case it was short, I actually have another game that I can play through. So I'll need to, unpack that. This one will probably be a bit weirder. Refund? I mean, I didn't pay money, but yeah, refund! So, give me a second, and I'll get this other game open. This one will probably be a bit weirder. Waiting for it to open. Or to show, rather. Schizophrenia. I almost said schizophobia. Schizophrenia Simulator. Again, don't know what the quality of this will be, don't know how long, but I'll keep an open mind. Whoa. This is supposed to, as closely as it can, simulate schizophrenia. Feeling dizzy. This is my pills. I must heal my mind, I hope. I can't grab it. I don't think this is accurate. I don't think being schizophrenic automatically makes your real-life FOV 2000. Testing new efficient medicine to cure schizophrenia. TestMed 137 uses a new special mechanic to neutralize the neurodechronization in frontal lobes. Oh, God. I hope it helps. I like the John Lennon glasses. Well, if I can't take the meds, then I'll press E to open door. Fuck. Hold on. I think I have an audio setting that'll better represent schizophrenia. Press E to answer. Hello. Voice in my head again. Feeling anxious. Who called me? I want to paint something and relax. Where's my canvas? My studio is upstairs. I just fucking came downstairs. I need to paint. Dude, being schizophrenic sounds so fun. Apparently schizophrenia is actually a pretty common thing. He must be in my room. Like, I don't know the actual statistics of it, but like, I don't know. A high percentage of the population has at least mild schizophrenia. Press E to pick up. It's really common, but it's not this. Jump scare and I don't like this picture. Want to throw it away? Press E to renew paint. That's better. I need more paint. The doctor told me to use more colors. I should find more paint. I might have something in TV room downstairs. Eggs for Bart. I go find eggs for Bart. Press E to pick up. Am I picking up paint? By the way, I don't know if you can even fucking, like, I don't know what that sounds like. So, hopefully you can understand what I'm saying. The painting is back. My mind is playing games with me. I need to take one more pill in my room. Time for pill. Singular pill. Press E to take pill. I hope it will help with a capital I. Doctor told me eat more sugar. Time to go to kitchen. This isn't supposed to be funny, by the way. I'm just looking for an authentic schizophrenia experience. Where kitchen? Scream as loud as you can. All right. Press E to eat apple. I feel worse. I feel double worse. I can't move. My head is so heavy. What was it? Sound? What is that sound? Sound? Is it real? Is it real? The sound was in my bathroom. Sound. Don't know where bathroom is. I just want to paint. Why would a schizophrenic get a bed at the end of a hallway in an L-shaped room? That just sounds like you're putting yourself in a position of discomfort.
Voices in my head. They are driving me crazy. I need to rest now.
I'm the coolest.
FUNKe you're scaring me.
So, nothing out of the normal. Time to bed. Vertigo. I'm gonna fucking rocket launch myself from the end of the bed like a 5-year-old. Sound. Someone is playing piano. I need to check. I'm not alone here. Sour, please.
They hate you! They all hate you!
Please.
We hate you!
Stop.
They hate you!
Stop.
They all hate you!
Stop.
We hate
It's
you!
not
The
true.
reason is trash! They all hate you!
I'm the coolest.
We hate you, you ignorant brat!
Ow. Wow.
Time's up. Time's up.
I need to wash my face with cold water in the bathroom. In-house voice actors. Time's up. I didn't realize being schizophrenic means you can't see reflections. Mirror, mirror, mirror. I need to take medicine, medicine, medicine! I think you're gonna overdose.
Please don't! Oh no. Oh crap!
Silent.
Oh crap. Oh my god.
Oh God, why can't I see my hands? Okay. The bend down close for that one. I need to calm my mind. Bed.
They're already here. They're already here. They're already here. They're already here. They
Funky pills. Hey. Dude, being schizophrenic looks like a fucking party. I'm missing out. There's your sub. You know what? Thanks, Harvey. You held up your side of the promise. They're here. No.
They're here.
We're here.
They're here.
Okay. Just looking around here. Okay. How did I get here? I don't remember. You know, for a schizophrenic, maybe you should have more lights in your house. My memory fade. Oh no. Oh no. Fade. Fade. Dude, fuck DMT. Give me whatever these schizophrenics are on. Door is locked. Where am I?
We're on the verge of isolating the brainwave pattern. It signifies ESP.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Leaving behind any cares or fears.
Okay.
It's so beautiful, a feeling I could almost cry. And then
Pick up. I got the key.
moving closer. Sometimes
This is schizophrenia, folks. Like it or not, this is most definitely exactly what it is.
instead of the images moving closer to me,
He's doing the Fortnite.
I feel myself moving closer to them. It's as if I were watching a movie, and then suddenly we're acting in it.
I hate it when you take your skits pills and you end up in a watery puzzle. I got the key. Was that Canon and D? I love that song. Two keys. Complete. Need one more key. It's a school night with Funk. Yeah, I know it's a school night. That's why I'm playing an education game. Yeah. I'm missing one more key. Sing something. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He stopped me as if to say, okay, God, I'm sorry. I didn't even fucking say it right. Key? I'm a sick fuck, I like the big fuck, I'll buy you a red truck. The store gets further every day. think that's it. No, that's it.
Wake up!
What? Thanks, God. It's just a dream. That was a horrible dream. I'm dehydrated. Water. Kitchen.
Omelette du fromage.
Water. Eat or drink water. Feels good. Press E to drink water? No? Okay.
Door stuck! Door stuck! Please!
Well, looks like I'm gonna have to suck my own dick. Got no other choice here. I can't tell if this is part of the game or not. Oh, wow. I was... you didn't see that. Alright, there.
Run! Run! My room! Open the safe! Open the safe! Don't remember! What's the code? Code! Code! Code Lyoko!
Go ahead! Help me! Help me! Go ahead! Help me! Go ahead! Don't help me! Go ahead!
I'm the coolest.
Help me! Go ahead!
HTRANCHENQLY.
Help me! Go ahead! Help me! Go ahead! Don't help me! Go ahead! Go ahead! Help me! Go ahead! Go ahead! Help me! Help! Go ahead! Go ahead!
Triangle, square, circle.
Help me! Go ahead! Don't help me! Go ahead! Go ahead! Help me! Go ahead! Go ahead! Go ahead! Go ahead! Help me! Help me! Go ahead! Help me! Go ahead! Don't help me! Go ahead! Go ahead! Help! Go ahead! Go ahead! Help! Help! Go ahead! Go ahead! Help me! Help me! Go ahead! Help me! Go ahead! Don't help me!
1996, the year Weezer's Pinkerton was released. That's my favorite number. 1996.
I'm the
It's not
coolest.
it.
Do uno da way.
Go ahead!
No.
Go ahead! Don't help me! Go ahead! Go ahead! Help me! Go ahead! Go ahead! Help me! Go ahead! Go ahead! Help me! Help me! Go ahead!
Great. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Go ahead, kill me.
Help me! Go ahead! Go ahead! Help me!
Kill me.
Go ahead!
Later. Later. Later.
Help me! Go ahead! Don't help me! Go ahead! Go ahead! Help me!
Experience tranquility. Where am I?
My demons. One. Oh, no.
My personality is sealed here. Forever.
Worldwide, about 1% of the population is diagnosed with schizophrenia. By making a donation created by Choppy Pine, 250918. All right, that's hold on. Give me a second. That was Schizophrenia Simulator. For what it's worth, I'd say it was interesting. I cannot speak from experience whether or not that was actually accurate at all. It said it was. I don't know if I believe it, but I can't really argue. Go ahead, refund me! Go ahead, refund me! Aw, cute little cat. Look at that. Yeah, that's, alright, that's the end of the simulation games I have for tonight. I'm gonna end it there. I know it seems a little short, but I promised my roommate we'd watch Fifth Element, so I'm gonna call it there. I'll continue with Shovel Knight next stream. Again, Minecraft will be starting up again on Wednesday. It'll be unmodded, so just a full creative server, or not creative, full survival server for any Twitch subs. If you want to play, then that's the date to mark your calendar for. Yeah, but
Great. Thank you.
Stream.
Sure thing. Thanks so much.
FUNKe.